Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Peter Sarellas. I'm a videographer and editor from Toronto, Canada. I specialize in sports videography, and today we have a very special guest on the channel. Pete Gottschalk is a videographer and content creator for Major League Baseball. He has been working in the sports industry as a creative full-time for a minute, and today I've got him on the channel to talk about his path to becoming a full-time professional sports videographer, and he's also going to talk about where he draws some of the inspiration for his edits so that you can hopefully get a better idea of what it takes to make it in the sports videography industry. Anyways, I'm going to let Pete talk more about himself and his background and then get into his tips. So without further ado, let's send it over to Pete in Atlanta.
Hey everyone, my name is Peter, or Pete, just like the channel you're watching this on. Apparently it's a good name for videographers these days, but I'm a videographer for Major League Baseball. I've also worked for the University of Georgia and their sports marketing department, and also DC United in Major League Soccer, both doing video. And today I'm very excited to talk to you guys about baseball and any tips and tricks I have to get you to that point, to a major league team or a college team. I'm very excited, and thank you for Peter for putting me on his channel and giving me the opportunity to talk to you guys. So I got into making baseball videos through my love of the game. And first off, in high school, I played on my high school baseball team. And when I was a senior, I wanted to make a couple videos for our team because we had a parent that filmed every game. So I made a couple videos, and one was really liked by a lot of people. It was kind of an emotional send-off video to the seniors, and it meant a lot to me because I was a senior at the time. Those are my first couple forays into baseball videos. But then when I got to Georgia, I was assigned to shooting softball and baseball quite a bit. And what that taught me was the basics of shooting the games. It taught me techniques. It taught me the technicalities of using a camera a lot just by pure repetition of the amount of softball and baseball games that I shot at Georgia. Obviously, there's 50 or 60 per team per season. So there was a lot of opportunities for me and a lot of repetitions for me to improve. And that really helped me grow as a videographer and specifically shooting the game. During my time at Georgia, I also worked all sports. I made web, social, and video board highlights, hype videos, interview packages, whatever it be. And this really taught me everything I know about videography, the editing process, interviewing people, writing scripts, everything like that was taught by my coworkers and my colleagues at Georgia.
So Pete mentioned that he played baseball in high school, and I actually also played basketball in high school, which is a sport that I specialize in for sports videography. And I think this is a really important thing to note, because if you start to film a sport that you're actually interested in, I think it's a lot easier for you to progress further in that sport. One, because playing it already gives you connections in that industry that you can leverage to build your portfolio. And two, you're gonna be more motivated to keep filming something if you genuinely enjoy filming it. Like Pete said that he filmed 60 games or something for the men's team and then 60 games for the women's team per season. And that got him a ton of experience filming that specific sport and probably made him good really quickly. In the similar vein, I was filming like 6 to 8 basketball games a day every weekend when I first started because I was filming for my old coaches and the league that they were in. And Pete really enjoyed filming his baseball games, and I really enjoyed filming my basketball games because we genuinely love those sports. So it was really easy for us to progress doing something that we loved. Also, Pete shot for the University of Georgia, as he mentioned. I did a little bit of shooting for the university that I went to, Ryerson. And I think that this is also really important because if you're a student in school looking to build a portfolio, shooting for the teams at your school is a really good place to start. You get exposed to a variety of sports, so you can kind of build experiences across disciplines, even if you have one that you already want to focus on. I think it's important to build your experience in a multitude of sports and really see what's out there for yourself. And you also build a portfolio really quickly because all these teams are going to be playing games throughout the year, and after 1 year of shooting sports videos for your school, you're gonna have a big portfolio that showcases a variety of sports, and it gives you kind of like a sandbox that you can play in as you're starting out.
So I don't draw specifically from any other baseball creators. I draw from people in the videography, the sports videography industry, people on Twitter, amazing creators like Peter himself I've drawn inspiration from in the past. So it's really a wide range of things. A wide range of people, I should say, and talented people nonetheless, who I draw inspiration from, and I think that's a common theme in other videographers I know. Other things that I draw inspiration from for baseball edits would be commercials, you know, like those Beats by Dre commercials, if there's any unique techniques they're using, because those are very high budget and oftentimes innovative. And also another one that a lot of people don't think of is music videos. Music videos are basically on the forefront of innovation when it comes to shooting techniques, editing techniques, effects. If you look at like Og and Cole Bennett, they're doing things that people haven't done before. And I think translating those things that are in pop culture with music videos into sports videos is very important for a brand, and it's a good way to gain inspiration for baseball videos and basketball too. Anything really. So I got my start through MLB just basically by having a good reel built up of baseball and softball at the University of Georgia. And basically, I posted my work quite often on my Instagram when I was in college. And at the beginning of the 2020 baseball season at Georgia, I posted a walk-off video. It was from opening day, I believe. And my boss, my current boss now, swiped up and basically DM'd me asking my post-grad plans, and that went from there. Now, I had been following him and my colleague now, Campbell Dunn, for a long time on Instagram, and I always admired their work and the innovation that they've been doing and just the quality of it. And I always thought it was cool that they got to go to like London and San Francisco, LA, New York to shoot all these baseball games. I was like, that's a dream job. So from Instagram, it kind of went from there.
I wanted to step in here and make the point that it's so important to post work consistently on social media. And not only to just post anything, but post the work that you want to get hired for. You might not think that people are watching because you might not have that many followers maybe, but trust me, when you post stuff on the internet, people are going to see it and that work is going to resonate with somebody. So if you're consistently posting online the work that you want to do for a living and the work that you want to get hired for, someone's eventually going to see that and it's going to resonate with them and they're going to get in contact with you to have that work done. So if you're not being active on socials right now, make sure that you're being active and sharing your work and making like an explicit point to put the right hashtags and push it into the right communities and connect with people who do a similar thing to you. You want your work to be seen by as many people as possible, and leveraging social media is a great way to do that. It's gotten me jobs, clearly it's gotten Pete jobs before, and it can get you jobs as well. In addition to that, I want to note that you should be following people who inspire you, and when you see someone who does cool work on social media, give them a follow, interact with their post. Don't do this in like a spammy way, but take a genuine interest in people who do work that you think is cool. This is gonna give you places that you can draw inspiration from to make better edits. It's gonna help you make connections in the industry. It'll kind of help you understand other people's workflow, and then you can bring that into your own workflow and improve your work that way. I think there's so many benefits to connecting with other people who do good work that you enjoy. If you're not on social media, finding these people who are in places you want to go to and doing the work that you want to do, I think you're missing a big opportunity. So I would definitely recommend that as well.
So I tell people this every time, regardless of sport, regardless of really anything, you just need to shoot as much as you can if you want to get started in videography or sports videography in general. You need to shoot as much as you can. What I recommend doing is going in to the local high school or local youth teams and asking the coaches and the people who run the league, can I go shoot these games for free? I'll give the players, I'll give the organization, the content. They're gonna love it because players like that aren't getting high-end coverage from a videographer or photographer. So if you really wanna get into baseball videography, go to your local high school, go to your local softball team, and just ask the coach, ask the assistant coach. And most of the time they're gonna say yes, because why not? It promotes their brand and it gives something that the players really like. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk. Thank you, Peter, for letting me talk to your audience and kind of giving back some of the knowledge that I've gained over the years in this kind of cutthroat industry. Go subscribe to my channel if you feel inclined. Pete Gottschalk, just look up my name. Anyway, thank you, Peter. Thank you to you guys for watching this.
Pete, thank you so much for coming on the channel. I really appreciate all the insight you were able to provide for us. I even learned something new from your videos. If you like Pete, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He posts a lot of videos similar to the stuff he talked about on this channel here today over on his channel, and I actually am a personal fan of the videos that he posts, so I highly recommend his channel if you like mine. If you liked what I had to say, then also make sure to subscribe here because I post videography and video editing tutorials on a regular basis, and I would love to have you around for those. And I'm actually lucky enough to have Pete coming onto the channel next week as well. So if you want to hear Pete talk about how he creates his epic baseball videos for Major League Baseball and some of the editing tips and techniques that he uses, then make sure to stick around and come back next week. Anyways, that's going to be all for today. So until next time, Peace.